And we are back. Hey, welcome back to Just Wing It. All right. Hey, we are back with the Arrows Hobby 1300 millimeter Bigfoot. It is a Stoll model, and well, it's Stoll capable. But in any event, we were flying it yesterday out in the desert, and we had some issues with the wheels falling off. Well, in any event, the right wheel fell off. So what I did was I re-tightened the wheels. It's kind of interesting the way they have these wheels affixed on there, and I'm afraid that the way the wheel rotates actually kind of loosens the nut. It's a minor thing, but it's really more of an annoyance. So I kind of re-tightened it, basically. Believe it or not, for you gun enthusiasts, I put some Hoppe's 9 in there to kind of lubricate them, and hopefully that works. This is a test flight, so I'm going to do a test flight out here, and then we're going to try and get out to the desert, get out back to the desert, do an evening flight with her. So in any event, we got half flaps going on. This is just a test flight. Here we go. And there she goes. She climbs up. She's really nice climb out on this plane. I go ahead and clean up the flaps. I let her settle over the top usually, and we're all set. So there you go. So Arrows Hobby Bigfoot 1300 millimeter brush plane Stoll, if you will. It's really not a Stoll powerhouse, but hey, it gets the job done. So we're going to go ahead. We brought in half flaps. We're bringing in full flaps right now. She ballooned just a tiny bit. We have a little bit of a wind going on. We're going to manage our sink rate with the throttle, and there we go. All right, very good. So let's go ahead and I'm going to do some landings here, only because I'm kind of want to see what happens with that wheel. So there we go. We clear the threshold and clean the flaps up off the throttle, and away we go. All right. Yeah, the plane really kind of flies itself. I mean, right now I've got it in a slight bank. And as you can see, it's kind of flying itself. So yeah, it really has a happy spot at about, I want to say 2/3 throttle. So let's go ahead and bring her up. Hey, let's do a military style roll, or military style reverse half cube, and there you go. Wow, not bad. Very nice, actually. Gee willikers. Yeah, this thing flies great. Not a powerhouse, so don't expect a lot of power out of this plane. Just it's not there really. It's a 3-cell ship, as I've said before. I'm flying it on a 3S 2200. It's a 55C China Hobby lines, and as you can see, I mean, she's really stable. This is by the way on an unstabilized 610. So I've got about half flap in there. I'm just kind of steering it around in front of us here. Yeah, so not bad. You just got to really worry. I do some steering with the rudder. We're going to let her sink a little bit, doing that on purpose. Yeah, nice. All right, clean the flaps up, and let's bring her up, and let's kick her on over into a little bit of a hammerhead, really, more or less of a tail slide, really, but it is a pretty good hammerhead. A hammerhead, it should rotate. Or pivot rather. I'm saying rotate. It should pivot on that wing, is what it should do. We got 2.5 minutes left. Okay, so let's bring her around again one more. I'm going to put her into the wind, and we're going to try and go hands off, wings level, and see how she does. Again, there we go. I think that's going to be it. I think that's the sweet spot. Okay, so we're coming in. There we are. We're trying to keep the sun out of out of the way here. There we go. Hands off. Yeah, she's doing pretty good. She's going a little bit down there to the right. That was about not quite. Yeah, she'll do a little bit of a knife edge. That was a little high. So we're gonna go ahead and go full flaps now. Let her sink. Let her sink. Okay, let's catch it. Let's catch it with the throttle. It's kind kind of hard not to like that, huh? Really? Okay. Yeah, so that's kind of like a bush landing, a stall landing, right? So pilot sees the postage stamp runway, feeds in full flaps, and then just brings her on in. So hey, there we go. All right, we've got about a minute 27 remaining. So let's go ahead. I want to grab my little trusty EOS Sentry. I've had this thing, I don't know, for about 1,000,000 years it seems like. Let's go ahead and get this cover off. Okay, you can see that's where my China Hobby Lines 55C 2200 3 cells riding, right up front, and this is a bit of a pain there. You can see it's pretty much all the way to the front. Let's go ahead and see where we're at for battery usage, ladies and gentlemen. If I can just get this done. Okay, 46%. 46%. Don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. So there you go. All right, 46%. Not bad. We started out, this battery only had 92 in it. So hey, not bad. So I'm just going to sort of put the wires in there for now. We're going to catch the rays of the sun going down there. So hey, so there we go. So yeah, so oh, I guess I gotta better check that wheel, huh? How's it doing? All right. Oops. Oh gosh, watch me damage the airplane. Thankfully I didn't. Let's see what we got. Look at that. All right, nice and tight. Okay, good. I like that. There's enough looseness where the wheels will they'll roll on their own. So hey, that's fine for me. I don't mind a little extra friction. I figured the plastic will just sort of work its way in. So hey, my repair on the wheel apparently worked. And all I do is I just tighten it a little bit and put a little Hoppies 9 in there. We're good to go. So hey, thanks for joining me out here. This is just a real quick test flight. I just wanted to make sure that that wheel wasn't going to fall off. And now I'm probably going to take her out into the desert. We're going to do some more bush flying. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing for yet another flight. Basically just a test hop with the Arrows Hobby 1300mm Bigfoot plug and fly. So I'm running a 610 receiver in there, and of course it's bound to my DX6. We're running a China Hobby Lines 3 cell 2200 55C. So there you go. There's the specs. I'm starting to really like this plane. I liked it right out of the box, but the more I fly it and the more I see what it's capable of, I'm digging it every single time. So hey, if you haven't picked one up, or if you're into bush planes, it's worth checking out. Okay, it's worth checking out the Hobby Zone, Arrows Hobby Bigfoot. Thanks for watching, everybody. Blue skies, fair winds, and happy landings, and cheers from the Just Wing It channel.